we are today. And 7 years after, Philemon Yang went to Bamenda again in that same attire.
Hello and welcome to TFA Analysis. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.
When I saw the former Prime Minister of Cameroon, Philemon Yang, yesterday, the 25th of February 2023, in Bamenda, wearing this particular dress of CPDM, I remember to what this particular dress and this particular person, Philemon Yang, did against the people of Southern Cameroon on the 8th of December 2016. Many of us are hearing about the Anglophone crisis. Many of us are holding it that it started with the lawyers and the teachers. But the Anglophone crisis we are talking about is the Anglophone crisis that have taken away, have killed more than 6,000 Southern Cameroonians. The Anglophone crisis that I am saying that started on the 8th of December is the 2016, is the Anglophone crisis that have forced and burnt down more than 250 villages. The Anglophone crisis I'm talking about that started on the 8th of December 2016 is the Anglophone crisis that have forced more than 1 million Southern Cameroonians to leave their home. And many today are living in the bush. Some are living as refugees in other countries, and many are living as IDP in Cameroon, suffering and begging along the street of Yaoundé, Douala, Bafoussam, and many of them have involved themselves in prostitution. I'm talking about the Anglophone crisis that have forced our children for 7 years today not to be going to school. They have not been going to school for 7 years today. I'm talking about the Anglophone crisis that have burnt down hospitals. The Anglophone crisis that have forced patients out of the hospital and killed them. That is the Anglophone crisis I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Anglophone crisis that have forced many of Southern Cameroonians below poverty line. I'm talking about that Anglophone crisis. And each time, I always say that the immediate cause of the Anglophone crisis is what the CPDM elite did on the 8th of December 2016 in Bamenda. That was the immediate cause of the Anglophone crisis that we are having today. When the teachers came out demanding for their own problem to be solved in the educational system, the lawyer came out demanding for their own problem to be solved within their legal system. Mancho BBC, toward the end of November, came out with his own population and the population of Bamenda, demanding to talk to the authority of Cameroon to answer them why the Chinese are destroying all the roads in Bamenda. This is not the Anglophone crisis I'm talking about. All what they were doing, it had nothing to do with the Anglophone problem. And when they were outside, there was already tension in Bamenda. There was anger in Bamenda because what teachers were doing, the students supported their teachers. The lawyers also, they were not going to court, and many of those who were in prison were suffering. Relatives were suffering, and many people were angry. And when Mancho BBC exposed all those things that were happening in Bamenda, like road infrastructure destroyed by Chinese, and the government remained quiet, anger kept on increasing. And when all these things were happening, the CPDM militants decided with some elite in Southern Cameroon, decided to do it the usual way, the political way. That, okay, we are going to talk with them. We are going to distribute money. We are going to do this and call people behind and talk. And they decided and told their leader in Yaoundé, President Pobia, that they are going to organize a rally in order to cool down teachers and cool down the lawyers and cool down all the tensions that is already in Southern Cameroon. And when that issue was going on, there was some kind of rumors going on that they should not, because many people at this time have developed so much hatred against the government of President Pobia. At this time, many people Southern Cameroon was already having some kind of hatred toward the CPDM. And because at this time, all of us believe that our trouble and calamity, marginalization, and all the oppression, repression is because of CPDM. And nobody wanted to see CPDM at this particular time. But they forcefully went to Buea. And in Buea, with the help of the military and the police, was successful. And while they were in Buea, on the 7th of December 2016, there was already a rumors going on that Bamenda, they have organized and said that they don't want to see any CPDM militant in Bamenda for any rally. But they did not. They thought that Bamenda would be like Buya. They came to Bamenda on the 8th. And before reaching Bamenda, there was already population outside to demand for what? For marginalization to be cancelled, to be eradicated, for good road, and for the people of Bamenda and Southern Cameroon to be treated as citizens of Cameroon. When Philemon Yang came to Bamenda on that particular day, they were already moving down to Grandstand, where the occasion was to take place. And when they came, they was coming down, they saw the population and the anger that was there, and the population was not even willing to listen to them. They started sending police and this thing to push away. That is where tension started. And then when they discovered that it's going to something that they cannot manage, the police cannot help, the Yandans cannot help. Philemon Yang and all the CPDM militants who left Yaoundé on that particular date, they escaped and they spent the whole day hiding at the governor's residence at upstation in Bamenda. They were hiding there throughout the day. People wanted to kill their cars, destroy, they stoned them up and they ran away. This is why. And when all this thing was taking place, the police used a live bullet and killed this child called Akum Julius. He was the first person that the people of Southern Cameroon would never forget. He was the first person that was shot by the police and he died. And when this child died, tension was not easy. Southern Cameroonians started defending themselves and demanding that police and Yandam must leave. And then they attack the police, they attack Yandans, they burn down vehicles and destroy property. So now with the government of President Paul, they are thinking that repression will help, oppression will help. Send military and police, Yandans, all of them. And this is how the trouble started. And today we are 7 years in killing, 7 years in burning, 7 years in burning and burying people alive, 7 years in kidnapping, 7 years in torture and frustration. This is what we found ourselves. Caused by who? By the CPDM. If on that 8th of December 2016, if the CPDM did not, the rally did not, if they did not come to Bamenda on that day, that tension could have cooled down. That tension could have cooled down that particular date. And there wouldn't have been any Anglophone crisis. But they decided to come because they have been solving problems in independence, politically, finance, buying people and bribing people. They thought that, no, they will go there and set it the way they usually say. They will go there and give 10,000 to dance group, and then they will be happily, and they will go home happily. But this failed, and this is where we are today. And 7 years after Philemon Yang went to Bamenda again in that same attire, he stood there and told the people of Bamenda, the councillor who will be voting for the senatorial election on the 12th of March 2023, that if CPDM can win all the 7 seats in the northwest region of Cameroon, then they will help, they will bring peace. That is very CPDM will bring peace. If they win all, and this is the question I'm asking, that today there is no peace, does it mean that there is no CPDM militant in the northwest and the southwest region? They are. So they are waiting to be voted into the Senate before they will bring peace. This very dress is the dress that, this very dress is the one causing all the trouble in Cameroon, the CPDM. And it seems as if when somebody put it on, the person becomes wicked. The person becomes terrible. The person does not care about anybody. The only thing that when you put on this dress, you are seeing and you are good in it is bribery, corruption, embezzlement, killing, torture, and wickedness. And Philemon Yang, after 7 years, is still putting it on. The dress that have killed his people, the dress that have forced him not to go to his village, he is still putting it on and claiming that if they win in all 7 divisions, or have all the 7 seats at the Senate, they will solve the problem. We are waiting.